Hey, good morning. It's almost afternoon. Good mid morning to you. I'm not used to the sun blinding me on Hobby Evolution. I might actually have to go pull the blind. Good morning. I'm late. Whew. How late am I? Wow, 3 hours and 20 minutes late. What the hell happened? I had a I had a headache coming on yesterday during the day. I'm a little congested. Tis the season. I'm gonna shut this blind. It's the season where I get allergies. Allergies won't start although some of the grass is starting to turn green outside. So but pollen's not in the air yet. I'll be dealing with allergies soon. But I get these headaches usually March and December. I don't know. I always call them sinus headaches because usually it's like in my face. Although this headache last night and this morning, it was just like right here, like right behind your eyes. I don't know if that's like a stress headache, a migraine, or what. I don't think it's a migraine because what I've heard is migraine, when you have a migraine. So just a little. So what happened was I had a headache like during the day, like midday. It's like, oh man, I started to get a headache, but it wasn't a terrible. It was just a headache, one of those like nagging, like, oh, I got to get rid of this headache. And then it kind of went away as the afternoon wore on. And then I decided to grab some beer. I'm like, hey, why not? It's Tuesday. Let's have a couple brewskis. And I had a couple brewskis, which is it the histamines or whatever the hell they are in beer can tend to flare up, and it certainly flared up. And I woke up at like 2 a.m. with just this like awful headache. I'm like, oh my god! And it actually, this is like the headaches that I get where it's worse when I lay down, feels a little better when I sit up, and when I stand up, it feels great. It's probably because everything's draining down. And that's what was happening last night, where I was laying in bed just in misery. So try to get to sleep. And then of course then you start thinking of the headache and how awful the headache is, and that keeps you awake. So I was awake for a while, and I was bebopping around Twitter and Facebook and stuff, and just trying to take my mind off my head ache. And so I think I finally got to sleep. I don't know. And I was getting the sleep I was getting was like that, like 1 hour to 90 minute sleep. I probably have bags under my eye. Yeah. Looks like I got black eyes. And like vivid dreams, like super vivid dreams. But then wake up. The dreams are so vivid you wake up. And so it was like, I don't know, 6, my alarm goes off, and I'm like, F it. This is gonna be like, this would have been a day where I would have called, like if I worked in an office, I would have called in. And I kind of did from home. Although I'm just getting a late start. I'm doing a 3/4 day, I guess. I'll make up for the morning later tonight. So then Ernie's up. So Ernie's got to go out, and it's like, oh, I just want to get some sleep. So I take Ernie out. It's trash day. It's Wednesday. So I took the trash. So Ernie's out. He does his pee. He does his poop. And I take the trash down to the curb, and I put Ernie back in bed. I popped some ibuprofen or Profen, however the hell you say it. Ibuprofen. So I took a couple of those. I came downstairs, and I was so like tired that I'm like, you know what? I'm not doing Hobby Evolution today. It's like, maybe I'll take a little snooze, and then I'll go on at like 8 or 8:30. So I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm on my couch in the rec room. I'm trying to get comfortable. Headache is starting to I think the ibuprofen is kicking in, and then I fall asleep. And I woke up and it was like 9:10. I'm like, oh, I guess I'm not doing hobby evolution this morning. So I got up and took a shower. My wife, she had a late nights of phone. She was on the phone upstairs with a couple of Zoom call. One of her clients are in like Singapore. So she had some late meetings. So in real estate, like you start at like noon basically. She starts at like 9 or 10, but she had a little later start than normal. So it actually worked out perfect. I went upstairs, played with Ernie, took Ernie to school, and came back, ate my bran flakes, and here I am. Better late than pregnant. They were a really good, when I played league trivia here at Tanner's Sports Bar. That was a trivia name, one of the teams. And I think it's a pretty common trivia team name. But they were really good. It was better late than pregnant. John Wilkes table. We were keep the fibs out. What were some of the other? There were like some classic name, and they were there and we were all there like every week. It was, there was usually like 20 teams, and usually a solid 10 to 12 were like there every Wednesday night at Tanner's. We haven't played. In fact, I ran into one of my trivia mates. He was my neighbor in the old neighborhood. Not really neighbor, lived around the corner, lived about a block away. And we've kind of lost touch. Now, our wives talk, but we don't really have much in common. So I haven't talked to him in probably since we moved in. Like they came over a couple times like early on, and they've got a kid now. So when little kids enter the picture, when babies enter the picture, then all of a sudden your friends disappear. They got to take care of their little humans. But I ran into him at the grocery store last week, so we caught up for a few minutes. But yeah, we haven't played league trivia. Better late than pregnant. And I almost titled today's show "Better Late Than Pregnant," but then I'm like, it might put thoughts in your head or something. So better late than never. And here we are at 10:30 Central Time. So I had a big day. I'm also juggling a lot of different things right now. Like three major things going on. Of course, this Saturday is the Madison Card Show, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive. PSA will be on site. They will be accepting drop-offs for authenticating, grading, cards, Funko Pops, autographs, all that stuff. There's no on-site grading or authenticating. It's drop-off, but you drop it off to PSA. You don't have to worry about shipping it. They take it and they get it uploaded into their system pretty quickly. Like when I dropped my stuff off at PSA at the Dallas Card Show in November, it was a Saturday when I dropped it off. It was in the system like Monday or maybe Tuesday. But I mean, it was like boom, boom. So they get in the system really quickly. So come out, drop your stuff off with PSA this Saturday, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive. It's the regular Madison Card Show, sports, supplies, Pokemon, bargain boxes, slabs, shiny stuff. This Saturday, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive, 140 tables. I was going through. I had to do a lot of. Moving around. So here's my floor plan. So PSA will take up. So I removed the two tables in the hallway when you come up the stairs. And then there's two tables like on the right side that are within the last, 6 months. I added those into the main ballroom. Those I'm taking out, and PSA will be along that whole wall. So there's 3 vendors that set up along that wall that I had to move into the ballroom. But it worked out that my buddy Big Mark, he's going to be at the Des Moines card shows this weekend, the Capital City Convention, I think it's called. So I was able to slip one. 5-Star will not be accepting grading submissions. He's on spring break vacation. So that worked out. And then another dealer said, I can't go. I can't set up. And then so I filled his spots. And then he texted me this week and said, hey, I can take my tables. And I'm like, your tables are gone. You told me you couldn't set up. So worked out. I actually was going through the list. I'm actually oversold by one, but that's not bad. I can try to slip that table somewhere. I'll figure it out. So this Saturday, Madison Card Show, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive. And then next month, we've got the double-decker weekend. Madison Card Show, the normal Saturday show with sports and Pokemon, and then the Sunday Pokemon only, the TCG show on Sunday, April 27th, regular show Saturday, April 26th. So that is next month. Other card shows, a week from Saturday, I'll be in Wheaton, Illinois at the DuPage County Fairgrounds. Right now I'm juggling. I haven't made the decision yet. I want to look to see what the weather's like. If it's going to be like 35 degrees, I'm not going to a baseball game because the South Bend Cubs open the season at Beloit that Friday before the show. So it's like, this is perfect because I want to get to a game. But I don't want to go Friday night and then get home at like 10 o'clock, 10:30, and then turn around and wake up at like 4 to drive down to Wheaton. It's like I can go to the game and then just drive from Beloit to Wheaton, stay at a hotel near the fairgrounds, and then I don't have to wake up super early Saturday morning. So that's kind of my thought process, but I want to see what the weather is. I don't know if we can see that far in advance on here. Oh, we can. Holy shit. Just my luck. According to my weather app, it says next Friday's high is going to be 72. So that is, I'm a fair weather fan when it comes to going and watching baseball games. 72 is good enough. It'll probably get chilly at night. And it's a night game. So yeah, if that forecast sticks, I'll probably make it a double-decker weekend. South Bend Cubs on Friday, DuPage County Card Show Saturday. That's next weekend. Saturday, April 5th, I think, is the card show down in Wheaton, Illinois, home of Red Grange, Wheaton, Illinois, the Galloping Ghost. What else is going on? So I've got a project I'm working on. It's actually a pretty major project that you will soon find out about. It is eBay related. I had a big eBay related day yesterday. It is eBay related. I'm not ready to announce anything about that project just yet, but I will be probably by May 1st. I'll be ready to unveil that. And hopefully before then, and actually probably kind of lines up with eBay Live. So I did have a Zoom with eBay yesterday. And they are, I can't share many details, but what I feel like I can share is that eBay Live, in eBay, they are expanding their trading card singles reach on eBay Live. And they're putting a lot of money into eBay Live. It's just kind of been a side thing. They haven't been onboarding sellers after the initial wave. They reached out to me a few weeks ago and said, hey, have you ever thought about selling on eBay? So the person that reached out to me, I didn't know they were with eBay. They reached out to me. They're like, hey, have you thought about selling on eBay Live? And I'm like, yeah, I've applied twice, but they're not accepting applications. And he says, well, they are because I am eBay. I am eBay. He didn't say that. He's like, I'm eBay. We are. And you are selected. So they are cherry picking certain sellers to be onboarded for eBay Live. So I passed. I had to fill out a bunch of paperwork leading up to it. We had our call, had more paperwork to fill out. So there's still like an onboard. I've been approved for onboarding. I think is like I've been approved to move to the next step, which is I think the onboarding phase. And he just the guy from eBay obviously knows my background and it's like, and of course eBay's not just trading cards and, like there's such a wide array of items and all of that in various sellers. And so he's like, you're probably going to laugh at some of the questions and some of the onboarding. Like it's kind of like a test. It's kind of like a test to actually go on. He's like, you've sold 150,000 items on eBay. So you kind of know how it works. So it's going to be a lot of remedial things that you're going to learn about. So I'm excited for that. So I'm not sure when there is like an onboarding process. It's probably, I would say, after May 1st, before I would go live on eBay Live. So the onboarding process is about to begin. I probably should be getting an email at just about any point. He says at this point, once you've been approved, it goes pretty fast, but there is a lot of, tasks before you can actually launch. So I'm excited for that. So eBay Live, kind of been waiting for that, hoping and waiting. I had talked about leading into 2025. I had talked about, I think this is the year that I go into live selling. And I was going to do the idea had my headache not kept me awake all night. I was going to talk about the future is live selling. And I've been saying that where I think the future of e-commerce is with live selling. Whatnot, eBay Live, District does, I think, live selling. So there's a lot of, definitely District. So I think there's, and I think that space is going to grow tremendously. What I like about it is it's money now. And yes, there's kind of like the hierarchy of return. If I put something on eBay as a buy it now, I know I'm probably going to maximize my return. Say this is a $10 card. It's not, but let's just pretend that's a $10 buy it now card. If I list it at eBay auction, it might only sell for $2 or $3 or $4, maybe $5. In a live selling platform, it could sell for $2. It could sell for $20. I was watching, I think it was on the ComC channel. I was watching some eBay Live last night, and there were cards that were, there was legitimately, as he was putting, and they were cards that I would sell. And this is what gave me, excitement for the future of eBay Live selling. There were cards that I would list as a buy it now in my eBay store for $2.50. These cards at auction, at 7-day auction, I would just hope to make 99 cents, just hope to make a sale. One was a Kristaps Porzingis that fell right in there. It's like, I would have listed this on eBay for $2.50, buy it now. I would have been happy with a sale, a 99-cent sale on eBay at auction. This sold for like $14. Like I was just, and like every card, and there were a couple things. There was actually, and you could tell who the audience was. It was a sports card audience. They put a Pokemon card up. Now, I don't know anything about Pokemon, but even a card that I would expect to sell for 99 cents, football, basketball, baseball, was selling for $5 to $15. And the Pokemon card, I think, sold for like 99 cents or $1.04 or whatever that was. So I'm really excited for eBay Live. I think this is going to be a critical avenue to grow my eBay sales 40%. And in fact, this could blow that out of the water. What I've learned is I can list 1,000 cards a day as a buy it now. And then the good thing about eBay buy it now is it's passive income. And I could list 1,000 cards today and those sales trickle in. I might not do a damn thing for the next week, but I've got sales on those 1,000 cards, and it may only be 10 a day or 20 a day out of those 1,000, but I've got passive income coming in on those. Now, it's not really passive because I've got to pick, pack, and ship them still, but it's semi-passive. Whereas in auction, buy it now, I might wait a year. Hell, I have items that sell that have been in my eBay store for 5 years. I've noticed I've sold more and more of that stale inventory. I don't know if it's because I've tweaked some of them or I've changed pricing. That could be. But the sales, the sales, what is it? The sales cycle. It was a sales cycle, could be up to 5 years or longer in some cases. At auction, it's 7 days or however long you do the auction. It could be 1, 3, 5, 7, or 10 on the auctions. And eBay Live is instant. Like, hey, we're going live right now. I'm selling this Aaron Judge, 15 seconds per item. Okay, it sold for 99 cents. Here's another Aaron Judge, 99 cents. And I mean, 15 seconds. How many 15 seconds? This is where my math doesn't come in. That's 4 per minute. So say even at minimum, say you sell every item at 99 cents. On average, you're going to have some $5 sales. You might have some cards that don't sell. You probably will have several. So but that's the key. Put good stuff up for auction. So there's 4. So that would be 4 per minute, 4 times 60. That's $240 in an hour. Minus your expenses and cost of goods sold, So that's a pretty good clip. If you do 1 hour, and I would probably do a couple hours, that could be very lucrative. And then it comes into sourcing. And now I need to source more inventory. So I'm very excited. And I'm glad I'm glad I held off and did not. I signed up and I have a seller account on Whatnot, never used it. And this way, everything stays on eBay just how I like it. And I still have that live selling capability. So I'll keep you in touch on when I start the training or whatever the onboarding consists of, and when I go live. Speaking of auctions, and then I'll shut up and go to the chat. But it's kind of a weird morning, right? It's 10:30, 10:42. I do want to get to this comment just as otherwise I'll forget about it. Gem City Card Show says excited to see the evolution. Speaking of evolution and hobby evolution, this Saturday is the Madison Card Show, and this is a really, really big card show for me. This show started in April of 2021. We're approaching the four-year mark, and within 4 years, it's grown to where there's 150 dealers on the waiting list, and PSA is actually coming to the show. And I didn't have to beg and pay them off to come. They're paying me, and they reached out to me to pay me to come set up at the Madison Card Show, which I feel is I'm very proud of that. Excited for this weekend. And I wanted to go back in time. And this is what's cool about documenting your hobby and business journey on YouTube, because I can go back to the early days. So I basically just I went back to Hobby Evolution episode 251. So if you're really, really bored, you can go back to Hobby Evolution episode 251. It predates the first Madison Card Show. I think it's about a week away. It was Hobby Evolution 251 was like a week before the Madison Card Show, so it would have aired early April of 2021. And it's funny because I fibbed a little bit on the numbers. I think I said I had 20 dealers, which is I didn't. I only had 17 tables. I think I had 12 dealers, 17 tables. And I said I was hoping to get to 25, which is a little fib. And sometimes you got to tell little white lies to promote a show. And fortunately, I'm glad I'm not, at that point where it's like, oh yeah, we got 25 tables. Come out and see us. It's a legit 140 tables. Actually, it's I think 136 this weekend because 4 have been removed for PSA. So When did the show with Ty, you and Ty air? Ooh, man, I don't know. I think it's still the highest viewed. I think it's the highest viewed episode on Bench Clear Media, which I don't know if they even put new videos on Bench Clear anymore. Let's see. Bench Clear Media. Well, there we go. All right. Videos popular. Sell your sports cards fast. I don't know if that was me or not. No, we don't. Oh, we're gonna have to let's mute. This might be. If this was me, it was. So by far, not even close. So the most popular on Bench Clear. Let's share screen. So sell your sports card faster. I believe that was my first appearance with no, that was I think that might have been the second appearance because I think he's graded 10,000 plus cards, huge lessons. Oh wait, no, that's not me because I haven't graded. Barely graded 10 cards. So that's mine. There was a thumbnail where it was like he's sold 100,000 cards and hasn't graded a single one. So sell your sports card faster. I think that was the first one. 165,000 views. Their second most popular was 20,000. So there you go. I think I was on twice. I thought the other one had like 20,000 plus views. Maybe not. Anyway, so there you go. So yeah, episode 251, Hobby Evolution. Leading it was fascinating to listen to social distancing. And we also, I don't think I mentioned in the video, but we could only have, based on county regulations, we were still in COVID. We could only have like 250 people at a time in this 5,000 plus square foot ballroom. We had stations for hand sanitizer and masks. Masks were required. We had to social distance. It was wild. So yeah, episode 251, Hobby Evolution. The first, at least in my title of Madison Card Show. And I'm sure I'm not, I don't even know. Johnny was my co-promoter in those first shows. And I don't know if he reached out to me on Twitter or, had to have been Twitter first and then via text. I'll have to go through. Maybe I can find our old texts and see. So I tuned into that. I wanted to see that just coming into this weekend with PSA on site. I'm like, man, never, ever, 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 ever would have thought it would have come to this. I mean, my dream for the Madison Card Show was 50 tables. 50. And now, like on a monthly basis, we could do 250, maybe even 300 or 400. But it's been wild. And 100 Pokemon only. You know, I think that first, I don't know if there wasn't a single Pokemon dealer at the first show. There might have been one or two dealers of the 12 that had Pokemon, but that wasn't really a thing. I can go back and I still have my rosters of every show. Let's go back to May of 2021. April 17th. That was the first show. May 22nd would have been. So sports, and retail. One dude probably had some Pokemon retail. Sports. Wow. I'm trying to think my first, I think the June show. I think it was my third show. We had our first Pokemon. Gunner was our first Pokemon deal. Gunner, and he's coming back for the Pokemon only show. Let's see. When did I think Cardboard Bros or Josh Brothers might have been my first. regular Pokemon dealer, and then the Cardboard Bros eventually. So that's July, and there's still like no Pokemon in July. Like, all right, so there you go. Let's go to the chat now. Where are we at? Victor, good morning. Good morning, Victor. Late today. We are late. Mr. Archer, good late morning. What's happening? Bobby G in the house. Good morning. Michael Renicky, is it still morning? It might not be. Hell, by the time we wrap this up, it might be afternoon. Stukes in the house. Good morning. Philly Joe is here. Good midday. Bowen gang. Glad to see everything is okay. My wife gets migraines from rain. Yeah, I don't know if these are migraines or not. I've always said that it's sinus. It's like sinus pressure and sinus headaches. Which I think mine are. I think I do get these headaches from the changes in weather, because this is the time of year where the weather is wacky and we'll go from like snow to tornadoes in a day, warm and cold. And I think that has some sort of effect on my head. And then usually December I get them. And I think that's like when there's like no humidity, like it's like dry. It's that cold, dry air that finally settles in. But it seems like March and December is when I get these types of headaches. And then my allergies kick my ass in like April and May. Gem City Card Show says, what's this? Bo didn't sleep well. Slept like crap last night. Better late than pregnant. Stuke says, I got headaches promoting card shows, usually after the show. Yeah, I get those. I certainly get those. Florida baseball card dude, good morning. But you don't know how to talk to a live audience. This is going to be awful. I'll make do. I'll practice makes perfect. Actually, no, it doesn't. Coach Earl said, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. Cody, good morning. eBay Live meets Goodwill pallet searching. Yes. The funny thing is, the person from eBay asked me about the Goodwill pallets, and I did share my secret with him. I'm like, I've got 25. He's not anywhere close to the Midwest. So, but maybe it helps him in his area. He can find a Goodwill pallet. Where we at? It should be about time for another Goodwill pallet. Should be about time. Hey, speaking of eBay, yesterday I had, what the hell is this? Yesterday I had one of my worst sales days. There were only, so I was gone in Arizona for 8 days, and my sales are completely like pushed down. Yesterday, I think there were only 3 of the 8 days that I had worse sales than yesterday. Like absolutely brutal. Now, I'm not worried because I haven't put focus. I know exactly why my sales sucked yesterday. I have not put much in my eBay store as buy it now. I've been focusing on auctions. I wanted to use up all of my auctions for the month of March, and then I went above and beyond that. There's some awesome stuff at auction. I think the first batch of auctions end tomorrow night. Some great stuff. So check it out. A lot of auctions running. I think there's currently just under 600 auctions live right now, and there's going to be about 100 going live tonight that I already have scheduled, I think. I was up late doing this last night. Actually, not. I mean, late for me. Working late for me. Let's see. So I have 569 auctions live right now. I have 117 scheduled. I think about 75 might be scheduled for tonight. And then I think I actually scheduled out some for Thursday night. I wanted to get ahead of the curve. So I think by Thursday I'll have 700. Because I'll probably probably list another batch later today after I do some shipping. I haven't done any shipping yet today, but because I had such a crappy sales day yesterday, I've only got 129 orders to ship. So not bad. Not good with the amount of sales I had. Gem City's excited to see the evolution. Cody says, when did the show with you and Ty air? We talked about that. Gem City says, I believe we call that marketing fodder. And pretty soon, Gem City Card Show is going to be on growing and growing and growing. Another successful show down in Quincy. Getting bigger and better by the show. Barton is in the house. What's going on, Troy? Red Light says, going to lunch soon. We'll watch the rest of the show later. Gee, it's almost noon in his neck of the woods. It's about 11. I got to start thinking. I just had breakfast. I got to start thinking about lunch. So yeah, that's what I had for today. Better late than pregnant. What else? I think that's about all I wanted to tackle. I had the calls yesterday. Crappy eBay sales day. Lots of auctions. So get the bids in now so you don't forget. I think my first batch of auctions start ending tomorrow night. We're about 30. I wanted to do about 30 minutes today, just so I could get some work done. Let's see. Auctions ending soon. Yes, tomorrow night. We got Ellie De La Cruz, Jackson Holiday, Jackson Churio, Julio Rodriguez, Paul Skeens, Ohtani. There's some really good stuff, and a lot of this doesn't even have bids yet. So check out 99centcards.com. There's a Julio Rodriguez Stadium Club rookie that doesn't have a bid. There's a purple Samad Taylor rookie Royals card, numbered out of 250, 0 bids. Let's see. There's a Bowman. Oh, the Skeens do have bids. None of the Ohtanis have bids. Topps Chrome, Topps Base, Bowman Base, Topps Heritage in action. No bids on those Ohtanis. Gunnar Henderson rookie. Excuse me. Ooh. Gunnar Henderson and Michael Harris Topps rookies, no bids. Ken Griffey Jr. insert, no bid. First Chrome Roman Anthony, like the number 1 prospect in baseball. That's at $225. Bobby Witt, my first Bowman. I love that card. That's a really cool card. Only has a 99-cent bid. There's a Mojo Bobby Witt Jr. that's at 99 cents. There's some the Sports Illustrated for Kids lot, 100 different SI for Kids cards from 1989 and 90, like the first 2 years of SI for Kids trading cards. 100 card lot is only at $16.50. There's a 54 Bowman Autogram. That's at $7.50. There's a 100 card refractor baseball lot. That's only at $2.25. There's a Dayvision De Los Santos first Bowman Lunar Glow, I think, in there. There's some good stuff in there. I've got my Great American Bash ticket stub. That's at $1.25. We got the Ken Griffey Jr. Rant SP that I got from the Beloit auction. That's only at 99 cents. I've got a Kobe rookie card, 99 cents. That's it, 99 cents, a Kobe rookie. There's a 69 Topps Ernie Banks. That's only $1.29 right now. There's a Pearl Jam card lot, 30 different Pearl Jam cards. That doesn't have any bids. So there's some good stuff. There's some autographs, relics. Check it out, 99centcards.com. Florida Baseball Card Dude says Heritage High Number is about to go on sale on Topps at noon for anyone interested. What's the price point on that? I guess I could go look it up. Topps.com. I am not going to, wrong website, Topps.com. Heritage High Number. Here we go. Oh, it goes on sale in 2 minutes. So noon Eastern time. Hobby boxes. Oh, $100. That's actually not that bad. I got to sneeze. Maybe it is allergies. I don't know. $100 for a hobby box. Here, we can pop that on the screen. So hobby box is $100. You get an autograph or a relic card, 5 chrome base or parallels, 2 base aqua, 4 hobby exclusive base dark blue parallels. Blaster boxes. Let's see what the price point is on a per card basis. So $25, you get how many? 72 cards. So out of a blaster, you're paying 35 cents per card. And out of a hobby box, you are paying, let's see, 216 cards. You're paying 46 cents per card out of a hobby box, but you do get that autograph or relic, which usually it's a napkin relic. So if you're looking in, and this is a set builder product, maybe I'll buy 4 or 5 blaster value boxes. And they got the green bordered variations. So when do these ship, or when do these? When's the release date on these? I don't know. Maybe I'll buy 4 or 5 blaster boxes. You might have talked me into it without talking me into it. So there you go. Topps Heritage High Number should be on sale at just about any time. Let's see. I'm going to refresh the screen. Can we order yet? We can order yet. The cases are already out of stock. That can't be right. I bet they didn't even go on sale. That's got to be a glitch. Nope. I got to sign in. Do all this. Hopefully I can remember my account information. They got two-party authenticating. I got to go to my email. So is anybody getting Heritage High Number? I think I might buy $150 worth of. All right. If I don't get an email soon, all right, we got the verification code. Log me in, bitches. All right, I'm in. Let's go and shop now. Could not create Shopify cart. Huh. I mean, they can't be sold out. All right, could not create Shopify account. Okay, so I'm not going to buy any. Florida baseball card dude says freaking site is crashing. Apparently, yeah, I can't. Here, I'll let me pop this back on the screen. So I'm trying to add to cart. Could not create Shopify account. Let's see if I try to. Nope, it didn't put the high. I just played around. I'm not going to order a hobby box, but no items in the cart. I'll try it one more time. Something went wrong. Please try again. All right. So I'm not going to buy any Heritage High Number. That and see, that's like, I don't really care. It's like if Florida baseball card dude wouldn't have mentioned it in the chat, he's an influencer, because I would have had no thought about buying Heritage High Number. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. $25 for a few value buy. I'll buy $150 worth of value boxes. I can't. So now I don't care. And I'm going to go do some shipping and save some money. All right. So that's what I had for today. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget my eBay auction. Save your money. Don't buy Heritage High Number. Go to 99centcards.com. You're going to get some great deals. 600 auctions ending. There's going to be, by tomorrow night, there's going to be 700 auctions. So check out, get your bids in, 99centcards.com. Sorry I was late today, but hey, we had a little fun in the mid-morning. Break up your morning a little bit. We'll do this again. Hopefully it's 7 a.m.-ish Central. Certainly not 10:30 tomorrow. We'll see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.